absolute privilege to bring to the stage at this time. She is the one, she is the only, Millie Bobby Brown, everybody!
And I know you've done like horror, as in Stranger Things, and like kind of like mystery romance, Enola Holmes. I was wondering if you had any interest in ever doing like a full comedic role.
Yeah. I mean, I think Enola like has hints of comedy that I was nervous to go into, but yeah, I mean, I'm always open to comedy for sure. Yeah, thank you.
Who is your favorite Stranger Things character?
Ooh, probably Will. I would say Will, yeah. I think I'm biased though because he's my best friend, but yeah, I'd definitely say him or 11, yeah.
Hi, I'm Janila. What inspired you to make your own beauty brand?
Well, I was always really young, like in the industry and being in the hair and makeup chair, and I never knew what they were putting onto my skin. And so my godfather said, whatever they're putting onto your skin, it goes into your bloodstream, and remember that. And that was Matthew Modine. So I was like, okay, I remembered that, and I was on a flight to Brazil, and I was like, maybe I should create my own so that I could use it for myself. I was being completely selfish. And so I started developing Florence by Mills, which is clean, cruelty-free, and exactly what my generation needed. So when they could go into a beauty store, they could find something that they could use that wasn't anti-aging, and that was actually, good for us, and that parents would let their kids use. So, yeah.
My question is, when you had to shave your head for Stranger Things, which hair length did you like it? Shaved, medium, or long?
To be honest with you, I haven't grown it out. Like after I shaved it, I just keep cutting it. I don't know if I'm comfortable with it long. I think after I shaved it, I loved it short. But I would say shaving it's the best. Ever. I highly recommend, especially when it's raining. It feels like a head massage. So I was like, oh yeah, I love this. Yeah, I would do it again 1,000 times over. So yeah.
Hi Millie, I'm Adriana. So my question for you is, since you not only act but you also produce, what's your advice to young people who are trying to pursue multiple art forms such as filmmaking and acting?
I would say the best. I mean, I'm learning too. I'm not an expert in any of it. So this is really coming from a place of I'm you. I'm also making things and seeing if it works, trial and error. But my biggest thing would be learning. Just don't stop learning, if it's from experience, but also going to actually study the art itself is really important, if it's filmmaking. So yeah, that's why I'm not ready to go into that yet, because I feel like I really need to focus on it and learn it, because there's other young people out there that are genuinely studying it, and I don't want to take my platform and go into that, with this confident attitude when really, I should probably sit down and really learn.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi Millie, my name is Lise, and I was wondering, what is your favorite season of Stranger Things to film?
To film, I would say maybe 1, just because I was so young and it was just so exciting, and and I was like, I don't really remember it, but from what I do remember, I was just having so much fun. Whereas like season 4, you know, you get older, so you get a bit more insecure and more aware of yourself and like others, and so season 1 I was like, yeah! I was like living my best life. So I would say 1. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Katara, and I was wondering, while you're making your movies, was it ever like stressful?
Looking at movies?
No, like experiencing and being in movies and
Filming.
shows. Yeah, was it like stressful?
I think that any job can be stressful at times, but it's how you see it. I think when I was younger, I didn't see stress. I was like, again, living my best life. And now I definitely see the complications and logistics of actually making a film, and I can see the stress and maybe feel it a bit more, but it's how you handle it, and actually it's kind of part of the making of a film, so it's always kind of actually one of the most exciting parts. Thank you. Good question.
Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Alana, and I was wondering, when you started like acting in Stranger Things, did you ever think Stranger Things would get this big?
No. No. Yeah. They tried killing me off in season 1 at the end. And I was like, bye guys, going back to England, living my best life. And they were like, no, you actually have to come back. And so they brought my character back to life. So I really thought that I was kind of done. But yeah, no, I was on a road trip with my family, and I had like an Instagram that was like, I don't even know the username. I can't find it's the cringiest username ever. And I like posted pictures of like flowers and things. It was like 12. And I fell asleep to 25 followers and woke up to 2.5 million followers over a nap. And was like, what? And then I went on Netflix and I was like, oh, and they came out. But my parents were like, nope, none of that. So I was just on a road trip in Idaho.
Hi Millie, my name is Maddie, and I was wondering, what's your favorite product from your new coffee brand?
Oh gosh. I think the most innovative thing is the coffee bag. So like a tea bag in coffee form, which I've never seen. And I think could be really handy for people that travel a lot. So I would say that's really innovative and cool. So I would say that's my favorite.
Thank you. Hi Millie, my name is Paisley, and my question is, what is it like doing special effects?
Oh, I don't like it because everything freaks me out. Like even being here today, like some of the outfits, I'm like, oh my god, it freaks me out. Especially you, no offense. But prosthetics is really intense, you know, like in season 4 we had Jamie Campbell who plays Vecna, and he went through 14 hours of prosthetics. He would come in at 2 a.m. and then be ready at it was like ridiculous. He would be ready at like 4 p.m. the next day, and I would be standing there and he'd been up all night, and he'd have to have like intervals of breaks between days, so he'd have to work every other day. And I could never do that. Like I could never sit in a makeup shadow. I mean, it's an hour tops, and I'm like, get me out. Yeah, I think the most for me was the bald cap that I wore in season 4. It took an hour, and I was already had enough. So special effects is cool, and nosebleed isn't really special effects. You know, you just they get a pot of blood, stick it in my nose, and I hold it up. And then I wait till it drips down, and I do my own action. So yeah, it's not that everybody's like special effects. I'm like, it's really not that difficult. I could do it.
Hi, I'm Joey. Was it hard filming the finale for season 1?
maybe the only hard part about it was that I was doing algebra, and that was it. Like I was in between going 20 minutes from algebra and then going in and doing the finale, and then 20 minutes again, and so that was the only, like doing school was like, to anyone who's done it, it's having 2 jobs, like it's insane, like trying to graduate and get through school and get good grades so you can work, and working as well is really difficult. So yeah, all of us, did that. So it was like going into set and then be like, no, we don't need you, run to school, and you'd be like sprinting to school. So I think that was probably like the hardest part of season 1 because we were all in like 5th grade.
Hi, I'm Millie. I was wondering if you like watching yourself act, like in the final product.
I don't think so. I like seeing things once and that's it. And that goes for any movie. Like, I cannot watch a movie more than once because I get bored. I don't want to know what's going to happen. Like, I don't even, like, to be honest with you, I don't read the Stranger Things scripts or any script really. I like glaze and I'm like, okay, that's it. I don't want to know anything else because I really want to be like instinctual on the day and really find it. But on the day when I'm actually shooting, I look at playback, which is like the only thing that I like to watch back to make sure we actually have it. But no, I don't mind it. I know some people are against it, but I don't really mind it.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Luna, and my question is, who or what inspired you to become an actor?
Hannah Montana. I wish it was some like in-depth answer where I was like, well, actually, I was watching this black and white film. No, I was watching Hannah Montana. I was watching her Pop It Lock It, and I was like, that's me, I'm gonna do that.
Hi, my name is Jalen, and I was wanting to know what's your favorite memory from behind the scenes of Stranger Things?
Memory. Oh my. Such a broad question. I'd say probably school was always really fun, but there was one time where Noah, my best friend, he and I were so bored, and we were the youngest, so all the other kids were like 16, like thriving, and hated us because we were so annoying. And all the teachers had left the trailer. We were like, why don't we, I don't know why we did this now, like looking back, but we hid everyone's computers and then TP'd the classroom and then hid in the closet for 2.5 hours. And they would come back and they were like really freaking out, and we stole a PA's radio, so we were telling everyone like we're actually fine, just please don't tell the teachers because we don't want to do school. And they finally found us and was like, guys, like it's over, like detention forever. And we were like, it's fine. We had to clean it. It was so bleak.
Thank you. Hi, Millie. I am Bernardo, and I have one question. What is the most scared scene of Stranger Things for you?
What is
The most scared scene of Stranger Things for you?
Vecna, right? Vecna's terrifying. And the thing with that, to the question before, was the special effects is real, so not much of it is CGI. So what you see is really what we're seeing on the set, which is terrifying, and coming from someone who hates masks. It took me like 3 hours to actually agree to go to set with, like to see him. And in the rehearsal, I cried like the whole time. I was like, I just can't do it. It looks too real. And by the way, Jamie, who plays Vecna, is method. So he doesn't like comfort me. He's not like, no, it's fine, it's me. He's like, hello. And I'm like, no, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that to me. So it was really scary. And then yeah, and then we finished the rehearsal and the directors go, well, at least we know who we're gonna start with coverage. It's like time to me sobbing. I was like, all right, we're gonna get a good scene out of it. So that's all that matters.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sam. I just want to say first off, you look lovely today. And my question is we all know the character 11, right, that you've played. And is there any other character or type of character that you would want to play? Like perhaps maybe even a villain? And if so, what film franchise would it be? Like Star Wars or Marvel?
Yeah, I think I was actually talking about this with my mom the other day, because I was like, I always say Princess Leia, which is the truth. I do want to do that. But then my mom was like, Mill, how good would you be in Mamma Mia? And I was like, Mamma Mia, here we go again too? Like, sign me up anywhere. So I was like, what a great shoot that would be. Grease, singing, dancing through the mountains, sign me up, I'll do that. So yeah, I think that's like a dream. I've always I grew up watching Grease 1, Grease 2 was my favorite, don't judge me. And so, I was always wanting to be a part of that. So I would always say maybe Mamma Mia, but Princess Leia, that world, is amazing. And I've been a part of worlds before, so Stranger Things being that kind of world, and so being a part of something else that would be awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much. How about the Florida?
Hi, my name is Mikkel. My question was, what drew you to the Girls I've Been?
The Girls I've Been? Mm-hmm. I think, well, for context, it's a book that I was looking at because I think it's a character that's really interesting, and there's a lot of Enola actually in that character, but I just have to find a place to put it and film it, but we have to figure that out. But it's a really cool concept. So yeah, good question. Thank you.
Hi Millie, my name is Ava. My question is, what is your favorite scene with Noah Schnapp in Stranger Things?
What's your favorite?
The part 1, season 4, when you two hug after you when Papa dies.
When Papa dies? Oh my god. You could have chosen any other scene. Oh, that's a good scene. That was good. Oh gosh. I personally, I think maybe when we were rollerblading, I like that sequence. Noah and I loved doing those scenes together. So, and we don't get a lot of scenes written together because they don't write us together because we laugh too much. And again, we're too annoying. So we never got our scenes. We begged the writer, please can somebody just write some scenes together? And so we did. And we like when we have to argue in scenes because we never argue. So we're like, I hate you, I love you. So yeah, we like that. So I mean, any scene that's that I'm with him, it's always my favorite. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Delaney. We were told we couldn't ask her questions, so it's kind of awkward now. But are you a Byler shipper?
Byler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I can't. I actually was talking to the directors of Stranger Things the other day, and they were like, "You need to stop spreading rumors that Byler's gonna happen." I'm like, I've spread as many rumors as I need to. So yeah. I mean, I'm not the writer, so I don't decide. But if it was my show, again, Mamma Mia. So
yeah, good to know. Thank you so much.
Hello, Millie. My name's Emily. I was going to ask you if you had any funny stories to share with us from auditioning.
From
auditioning for Stranger Things.
Oh no funny stories from that. Very stressful. Just an absolute yearning to get a job. I mean, the scene was, the audition process was pretty, it was, long. It was around 6 months. And I went to an audition that day in London. And I had gone to audition for Dumbo the day before, and then I was going to another audition, very big audition, probably bigger at the time for me than Stranger Things or anything. And I went in there, and the woman said, she said, "You're too mature, and you're actually not going to make it in the industry." And it killed me. And I went home and I cried and I said, "It's over, I'm done." I was like, "I'm not going to do this anymore." My parents were like, "Okay, don't do it." Like, I was over it. I didn't want to act. And so they were like, "What?" And basically they just got an email in that I could do a self-tape and send it in, and then that would be my last audition. And I really, like, I'm not just saying it for the story, I really was like, this is going to be the last one. So I did it, and in it I was crying already because I was like, this is my last audition, I'm 9, it's over. And so I did the audition, and I was just crying basically the whole time. And I didn't really know why I was crying, but the scene was that, you know, she was meant to cry. And then 2 months later they were like, "Okay, like, do you want to do a Skype with the directors?" So I did a Skype with the directors, and they were like, "What films do you like?" And I knew it was going to be an 80s show, so I lied, right? Because you always lie, okay? Because that's the big thing. They're like, "Horseback riding, I can do that. Like, throw me into anything, although I can't." And so I was like, they were like, "What's your favorite 80s movies?" I was like, "Stand By Me, Poltergeist." I'm 9. Like, my parents were like, "You've never seen." I was like, "I don't care, I'll do whatever I have to do." And so I like completely lied, and they were like, "Okay, this is interesting." I don't know, that did not get me the job, obviously, but I had to do what I needed to do. And then the next day they were like, "Do you want to fly out to LA?" So I flew out to LA from London just for this callback, basically. And I flew out, and I went into the room, and Finn Wolfhard was there, who plays Mike, and we both were so nervous. Like, I think he actually threw up in the room. He said that. He was like, throat came up into my mouth. I was like, "Oh, God." We had so much anxiety. And we went in and they gave me a box of clothes and were like, "What would you do with this if you were an alien?" And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Okay." So I just picked up the clothes and put them on my head, and they were like, "Brilliant." And I was like, "What?" Like, this is like, I don't know. And so the morning after, they said, they called, at my hotel, they called me and was like, "Do you want to be our 11?" And I was like, "Sure." And they were like, "Can you shave your head?" First time I heard of it. I was like, "What? You're gonna throw this on me now?" I'm like, "Sure, I'll do it." And so, yeah, so that's really the audition process. It was a long 6 months and excruciating, because I really wanted to do it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Sadie, and I know you're Swiftie, so are you gonna go to the Taylor Swift Eras Tour?
I have to mentally prepare for it, Sadie. It's beyond like just a love obsession. Like, I'm consumed by her. I love her. I'm thinking, I'm planning on, I need to go. It's gonna be the best 3 hours of my whole life.
Yeah.
And I have to do outfit changes, so it's a whole thing. I have to really think about it. But yeah, have you gone?
Yes.
Was it amazing?
Yes.
When she dives into did you freak out? I would be sobbing at that point. Yeah, so I love her and she's amazing, and yeah, I can't wait to see her.
Hi, my name is Oliver. My question is, how is your relationship with Sadie on set?
Good, yeah, she's great. Love her. She's great. She's, so talented, and you grow up together, so that relationship, it's not like a friendship, it's like you're bonded by something. Because, you've been thrown into this together, and it's like you're supposed to be friends, but when you actually can be friends, it's like really cool. And so, yeah, we're all like very, very close, and it's a really nice thing to have that, especially growing up in the industry. It's really nice to have others that you can say, "Hey, does this annoy you too? Like, do you feel this too?" And so you can find that, bonded experience quite therapeutic. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Emeline. I wanted to know, what was your favorite scene to film from Enola Holmes 2?
Enola Holmes 2. Definitely not the dancing scene where I have to do the waltz, because I'm not okay when I dance. like, Millie, what don't you understand? They actually simplified it for me, and it still didn't work. I would say, gosh, I love the end sequence, you know, when we're in the theater and we're really trying to figure it out. I love that part. So yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
Hi Millie, my name is Lola. I was just wondering, out of all the films that you've worked on, which was your favorite film to work on?
Probably the one I just filmed, which you haven't seen yet, but it's called Electric State, and that's definitely the best project I've ever done, by far. Just like filming wise, but also my character, and it's based in the 90s, and it was such an amazing experience with such great people, but also I think it's going to have a really great outcome, and there's a good message behind it, so yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Ariana. I was wondering if you had any merch from any of the movies or the shows you've done.
Merch?
Yeah, like, I don't know, stuffed animals or something.
Stuffed animals and Godzilla vs. King Kong? Like, I don't. I don't. From like set or from like life? From set, I steal things all the time. And I don't really mean it. Things just happen to be in my house and I'm like, oh, that's definitely not mine. But no, from like merch, no. I mean, I do have like a few Pop Funkos of 11, but that's, I think, again, just like shows up in my house. I don't know how they're there. But no, I try not to, you know, have random things with me in the house. You know, trying to keep it low-key. No, definitely not. Although I think I had like a little Godzilla teddy bear for my dog, ripping it up. I was like, yeah, I got it!
Thank you.
Hi Millie, my name is Valentina, and my question is, what was your favorite scene to shoot with Finn Wolfhard?
Finn Wolfhard. Oh gosh, maybe racking my brains. I'm like, what scenes do I have with him? But then I'm like, oh yeah, he's my on-screen boyfriend. Probably the scene where Hopper comes in and he says your grandma's died, and I have to leave my house. That's my favorite scene. Yeah, for sure. Because it's like very real, you know. You gotta leave the door open 6 inches, and it's very fun. Thank you.
Hi Mama. I was wondering, do you have a favorite thing on set?
Favorite thing? Can you be more specific? Like what? Like person?
Maybe like a room where you shoot.
Oh, room. Okay. My favorite set. I love maybe the firehouse, just because it's like, I mean, like when you walk in, you feel like you're in an 80s house, which I've never done before, but the detail to everything is unbelievable. So, yeah, thank you. I know that was satisfying.
Hi, Millie. I'm David. I heard you say that the show should have killed off and taken more risks with characters. If you were a writer on the show 3 years ago, who would you have killed off by now?
This is so much shade that I think 11 needs to be killed off, needed to be killed off, and she needs to go. She's not invincible, but she is. It's just so annoying. So I'm like, she needs to be killed off. It's like so exciting. Like something about Game of Thrones when you lose all your favorite characters. Love that. Take me on a roller coaster. When Stranger Things, you're like, they'll be fine.
Actually, with Max. They should have just killed her off.
Max? But there's something nice about that. We're not letting go yet.
I'm Mariana. And we actually have a question for someone else. Who's too shy to come up here? Wave your hand. Hey. Where's that? Alright, so we'll go
Brian Henry in Godzilla because he looks like a fun guy.
Great. He's really funny. And also very talented, but really funny. Like most of the time we were laughing at him. Mostly. And with him, but mostly at him. We filmed in Hawaii and Australia for like 2 or 3 months in Hawaii and then 3 months in Australia, and it was like the best. Because that's all you have out there is your co-stars. So, we just hung out, and our studio is next to an amusement park, so every day we just go to the amusement park. So it was really nice. He's the best and so talented, and all the success he's getting now and in the future is well deserved.
Thank you so much, Millie.
Hi Millie, my name's Alexa. What's your favorite makeup or skincare product?
Lip oil. Because I travel a lot. And so I always get off the flight and I'm like, what is my lips right now? So yeah, lip oil, lip masks are my favorite.
That's my favorite too.
Yeah. Thank you.
Alright, this is our final question.
Oh no. You've been freaking me out all day. Don't talk in character, just try. I'm quite confident.
Hello, Millie. My name is also Vecna. So my question to you was going to be, what was it like working with Jamie? But you kind of already answered that question by talking about how scary it was. So I wanted to ask you, what is so scary about Jamie? Like, why does he scare you on set?
He's my favorite person. He's just genuinely has a heart of gold and so caring and there for everyone on the set. He's such a hard worker and I really love working with him. There's just something quite menacing about him. When you say action, you're completely enamored by his performance. I forget to act. His eyes, and also just his head tilts at the wrong time, and I'm like, no, you don't need to do that. But he is I don't want to say he's method, but he definitely has method tendencies where you kind of lose him in a scene, and he doesn't really come back for the rest of the day, and you're like, hello. But it's funny. Jamie smokes cigarettes. And so when I would be on set in the Vecna costume, I never quite got used to that feeling. I would always be crying. So I would tell myself, it's Jamie, he's your friend. And then I would smell the cigarettes, be like, he smokes cigarettes. Imagine Vecna smoking cigarettes. You can't. I would completely remind myself he's human and it's okay. So yeah, he's great. Your outfit is great. Even though you freaked me out all day, you do look strangely like him, and yeah, very good. Thank you guys so much for coming. See you next time.